Hello and welcome to another Color with me as I color this picture from Turning Red of May and her mom. It is from Disney Mystery Coloring Family, page number 32. And these are the color numbers for the pens if you want to recreate the same colors. I really wanted to color this picture because I love Turning Red and it's almost Lunar New Year, so I thought it'd be perfect. I was watching Turning Red right before this and found that this picture was inspired from a photo that May has up in her room. The only difference between this and the photo is the background. I love the poses and expressions of May and her mom in this photo, and it's so cute. It's also really nice that they take um, images straight from the movie and put them into the book rather than coming up with purely created images for the book. I found it super hard going around the eyes in both May and her mom here because there are so many little eyelashes in the drawing. I just kind of made a best attempt and hope that later on when I actually filled in the eyelashes that no white would peek through. These pens for the colors of their skin were very opaque and easy to work with, and I was very happy with them. The red panda and Fort Town are my favorite parts of this movie. I really think Fort Town paved the way so that Huntrix could sing their hearts out in K-pop Demon Hunters. I remember when Fort Town came out that it was so cool that a movie band, their song was doing so well and everyone loved them so much. And now everyone is singing Golden Everywhere. It's really nice to see all the representation. This background seems to be of the door in their temple, and I was not very happy with the pens that I used for the colors of this door. They weren't they left a lot of streaks, and I just wasn't that happy with how it was looking. And I looked up some techniques to make the streaking less apparent, including there was the one that I saw suggested was to just paint over it in a different direction. So I let it dry and did that a different day, which you'll see later on in this video. And here I make a mistake in coloring. I went a little bit more than I was supposed to. I made a mental note of that so that later I can color it with the proper color. There are two other images from Turning Red in the book. One is with May's mom, I think, making dumplings, and the other image is of the shaman, the one that helps him chant with May. And I think the shaman isn't actually family, but he's in the family book. I wish there was a one with May's dad because he's so supportive and cute. And maybe the illustrator for this book never watched the movie, so they weren't aware of that the shaman isn't family, or maybe it. I mean, it could. They never made it clear, so it could be that the shaman is like her uncle because he did show up with all her aunts. With this color, you can really see what I meant by the streakiness, especially because it covers so much area. And this brown really confused me because the color that it is when it's wet versus dry is so different. So I thought I had selected the right color from the swatch. And as I started, it just looked like it was something completely different. I also made a big mistake with this color. After I was done with this section, I decided to take a break for the night and close the book without thinking. And then maybe 10 minutes later realized, oh no, I forgot to put something in between the pages. So I ran to the book and opened it and found that it had stuck to the page in front. The image on the other side was something that I would never color. It's from Pinocchio of some of the characters in bed together, and I just wasn't interested. So, but I still had to pry the pages apart, and it left a bit of a mark on this page. So I went over that area and also did the second layer of the door colors so that they would be thicker. Their outfits in this picture are so cute and vibrant. They really pop, and I love that. Even the earrings, the green ones, were are super nice. It makes for such a pleasant um, coloring experience when the outfits are so fun and nice to see. And this green is just chef's kiss. May's mom has really good taste in colors. I didn't realize the focus was a bit off here this day. I think I was just in a hurry to fix the items that the areas where the sticking and smudging had happened, and was anxious to get to them. So I'm sorry, and I swear it gets better in a little bit. And the I did make a couple mistakes in these some of these areas as I was going, and I just made mental notes so that I can color with the proper color later. And I wasn't quite sure what was happening with this um, necklace part, so I referred to a picture of the solution to try to figure it out, and made my best guess. Isn't this combo of the blue and the green so nice? And the dark green, and ah, I really like how this part came together. And I was glad that the swatches that I used to choose the colors worked out, because sometimes it's really hard to match properly, even with the 240 set. I'm finding that there are just certain hues that are a little bit off. And this hair part is really where I feel like the colors are still a bit off. I really wanted to use the thinner pens, so I tried to use, or I did choose from the Languo 1 millimeter set, and I felt like I probably maybe should have gone with my 240 set from Guangna to choose the hair colors to get a better match, rather than opting for easier coloring with a gel pen instead of the brush pen. Because I think this like brown, it looks a bit gray after it's dried out, and I think it's supposed to look more black than gray. In the hair too, there are also supposed to be some sections that are white, so I made mental note, and here is where I covered over them in the proper areas with the white. And this is my favorite part of all of the coloring pictures, is the outlining. I even made some shorts from my all the ones I've done so that you can see what a big difference the outlining makes. But it really, really makes a huge difference. And it was fun doing the eyes because it reminded me of doing my own makeup, where you draw eyeliner and it just gets thicker and thicker over time because you're trying to make it nice and clean. So I thought it was funny that the same meme transfers to when you're coloring. It is nice that they kept so much detail in the collar and necklace area for May's mom, even though it was hard to kind of figure out what was going on, and I had to make a best attempt. May's face is so cute here, and I really like how the illustrator for this book has simplified it. It still keeps the all the cuteness and the her signature expression, while making it simple for us to simple enough to color. And I like the detail that May only has like 4 eyelashes because she's a kid, versus her mom has a bunch because she probably also has makeup on. And the teeth part here has also turned out better than I thought. I was skeptical as I was coloring whether the mouth part would look proper. And we're at the end of the coloring. Here it's all finished. You can see the final product and the other page where you can see where it had stuck. Thank you for sticking around until the very end. And if you're interested in more content like this, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye!